Hello everyone, it's great to see you again. Spring is due to arrive in a matter of weeks. To celebrate the new season, today I am deep cleaning my entrance hall and baking a classic cinnamon-scented coffee cake. So please spend the morning with me. I know I'm going to want a reward for cleaning the entrance hall, so before we get down to cleaning, I'm going to make a sweet and delicious coffee cake, which should be finished by the time I finish the entrance hall. Now, I found this recipe online and I will link it in the description below. We're going to start with the streusel topping. So what I have here is a half cup or 113 grams of softened, unsalted butter. And to the butter, I'm going to add 1 cup or 180 grams of dark brown sugar. I'm also adding 1 cup or 125 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a pinch of kosher salt. That's about 1/4 teaspoon. And then mash everything together. You could use your fingers here. I'm using this special fork that is intended for cutting butter into flour. So you want this streusel to look like little crumbs. I think I'm going to use my fingers here. Yeah, this is much easier. Now my oven is preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Set the streusel aside for a moment. Now this coffee cake is extra attractive because it has this special cinnamon layer in the middle. And to make that, just take a small bowl, add 1/4 cup or 50 grams of regular granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, and a half teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So you're making cinnamon and sugar with some flour added. Give the cinnamon mixture a little whisk. Onto the batter. Now I'm going to use my stand mixer and the paddle attachment. You could use any large bowl and handheld electric beaters here. So I'm adding 3 cups or 375 grams of all-purpose flour to the bowl. Add 2 1/4 cups or 450 grams of sugar, 3/4 teaspoon each of baking powder and baking soda, and a half teaspoon of kosher salt. Mix at low speed to combine the ingredients. Now add 1 cup or 226 grams of softened butter. And we're going to mix this at medium speed just until the mixture resembles coarse sand. Add 1 cup or 230 grams of sour cream or yogurt. One at a time, beat in 4 large eggs. Then add 1/4 cup or 60 ml of whole milk and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. This looks and smells wonderful. Now I'm going to pour half of the batter into a 9x13 baking dish, and I did grease this dish. Smooth it out with a spatula. Then sprinkle on the cinnamon layer. I love the scent of cinnamon. Add the remaining batter. As you probably guessed, this is not a low-carb dish, but it's a delicious dish. The recipe writer said that spreading the batter over the cinnamon sugar layer takes a bit of patience. That's because the cinnamon wants to lift up off of the lower batter. This is working out fine. Here's the fun part. Add the streusel layer. This looks delicious already. I'm going to pop this into the oven for 1 hour. Let me get my kitchen cleaned up, and then we'll start cleaning the entrance hall. My entrance hall is equipped with high ceilings, an ornate arch, a bay of 3 windows, and a staircase. When you deep clean a room, always start at the top and work your way down. I dust the walls with a microfiber dusting mop. I will link the mop in the description below. The same mop is great for dusting ceiling medallions and other hard-to-reach areas. This arch, I think, is made from black walnut. Loads of details in it. Try to give you a close-up. We had the walls papered about 10 years ago. The pattern is called Duxbury. These are mahogany pocket doors. On the other side of these doors is the parlor. That's the room we cleaned last week. I use a cordless handheld vacuum to restore the window hangings. I'll put a link for the vacuum in the description. Chair rails. I'm using a damp microfiber cloth here. Acres and acres of chair railing. Next, the baseboards and the dog. My cloth is dampened with equal parts water and white vinegar. This is my great-great-grandmother, Irene Spencer. Here's Irene again. This is my grandmother, the little baby in the picture. Take these off. This is a 19th century mahogany games table. In the 19th century, people had small furniture. It was easy to move from room to room because you never knew in which room you wanted to entertain. This entrance hall gets a lot of use. And since we're just ending winter, the floors have a coating of ice melt. That's the salt that melts the ice on the front porch steps. It's a lot of fun to clean up. We are removing winter from this house and welcoming spring. To give this table just a little amount of sheen, I'm going to add just a drop of mineral oil. Mineral oil. So my carpeted stairs are vacuumed, but the stairs still look rather dingy. The carpeting looks faded, which is strange because there's no direct sunlight that hits the stairs. I discovered what the problem is. There's pet hair embedded in the carpet, and I'll show you where that pet hair is coming from. Say hello to Binky the Kitka and Avery the Mutka. Now, since the vacuum cleaner will not remove all of that embedded pet hair, I went on to Amazon and I discovered this cheap little gadget. I mean, it's cheap. It's only $23, but it is worth its weight in gold. This is a pet hair remover intended for carpeting. And I want you to see what it can do. I was shocked at how much pet hair was hiding in the carpeting. You can bet that I'm going to link this little tool in the description below. I use a tiny amount of mineral oil to polish the staircase banister, spindles, and newel post. My mopping solution is 80% water and 20% white vinegar. This is the best mop I have ever owned. This entrance hall is clean and just in time because the coffee cake is ready. Coffee time. Oh my goodness, look at this. Perfection. And this is that cinnamon layer in the middle. It's a very pretty coffee cake. I think we should enjoy this in the music room. I can't wait to taste this. This is moist, very cinnamony, and that streusel topping is very crisp. This is a perfect coffee cake. That goes very well with café au crème. And here, I want to give you a close-up of that cinnamon layer that's in the center of the cake. Well, thank you for hanging out and cleaning with me today. I really appreciate your company. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you in next week's video. Bye for now.